Hi Mr. Annie. So this is the simulations results in PDF file, and I will explain a bit to you. So you can skip all this lah, and we just concentrate on this. So this is your floor plan, and the mounting height I put on 15 meters. That you need to lower down when during install is 14 meter lah. Alright. So our maximum detection is 14 meter, and the total usage of lighting for your whole warehouse is 32 unit, 20 plus 12 lah. So 165 watt models. And this is your warehouse, empty room 1, 2, and this is loading bay. And over here you can see the color chart, 200 lux for this area. Okay, so this is room D. Room D, you got the measurement is highest is 144 lux. Average, we looking on the average result is 113. So room F, you got 84. Room E, you got 127, and loading bay, you got averagely above than 300, so 331. So like just now I talking about is your existing is 131 only. So and the room 1 319, room B is 103, room C is 125. Okay, so you question me that, hey, why and the room 1, 2 and loading bay so bright? And I tell you that this is necessary because your empty room 1 and loading bay is very busy, so mostly people will process things on there, so you need higher lux. This is common practice lah for other warehouse or other coldroom also. The simulation was done, so before that we doing the matching, the floor plan matching. So here is the floor plan that you give me. Then we do some matching first. Okay, this red color is the lux level, and this one is room D. Room D, your existing lux level is 41. Room F 60. Room E 46. Room C 46. Room B 28. And this one is empty room 1, room 2 and loading bay 131. So by simulation, this one is the room D. Room D. So empty room is over here. This one's empty room. So empty room, we're having doubles of 300 overs lux level. Comparing to your existing lux level is 131, right? So let's have a look on the simulations results. So by the color chart, you can see this is white color over here, right? So white color is 200 lux. In fact, the real reading on empty room, for example loading bay, the measurement is average 300 over. So 300 over. Average result is 331. And the empty room also same. Average result is 319. So we jump to room D. Room D is over here, yeah. Room D. Okay, room D. So the room D is 113. So your existing lux level is 41. So about double or triple the brightness right now. And the overall result is using 32 units for your whole warehouse. 32 units of 165 watt. And the maintenance factor I put is 0.85. So the maintenance factor is to ensure that after you using the lighting after 3 years, you're still able to maintain this type of brightness. Okay. So you look at the color chart. For example, this area you still get 128, which is green color. Alright, and so that's why we put maintenance factor 0.85. So after 3 years, you're still able to get this type of brightness lah. So you did buy the Lumix before, right? So the brightness is quite good. So I think it was installed about 4 to 5 years already, right? And okay, we're talking about the saving. So here I'm going to explain a bit about the heat emission. So as your cold room, we're talking about the freezing. So your freezing will be maybe on -19 or 20, right? So if your lighting is very hot, so your compressor have to adopt the heat that generated by your light. So this is my company lighting, which is a very old lighting. This is very hot lighting. So I just light it on for 15 minutes, 15 minutes. The heat emission come out 178. So for our lighting, I turn on also 15 minutes. The emission is 31 degrees Celsius. But please remember that our lighting, when detect nobody, it will shut off automatically or dim down. So which means it will zero heat emission. Alright. So I just let you to see that this is the old lighting. The bulb is in this view. The bulb, the spec says the bulb's temperature may raise up to 400 degrees Celsius. So this is extremely high temperature for your cold room. So luckily right now you change to LED. But the problem is that the brightness is not enough bright, right? But please remember, the LED also will generate heat 31 degrees Celsius. So your operation hours 24 hours, you will light on 24 hours. So the heat is always there, 24 hours heated up. So if using our lighting, so I just claim that when nobody is inside, the light will switch off automatically. Then you will save your compressor energy by 5 to 10%. Agree or not? So if by 5 to 10%, I just do a very simple calculation, right? Okay, this is heat emission calculation. So your compressor is 180 horsepower. So 1 horsepower is 746 watts. And your operation hours for cold room is 24 hours one, right? So operation days per year also 365 years. So the TNB is 0.365 per kilowatt, right? 0.365 cents per kilowatt lah. So to divide, to make it to dollar and cents, you have to divide the watts by 1000, so become kilowatts hours. So let's do the calculation, yeah. Using 180 horsepower multiplied by 746 watt multiplied by 24 hour multiplied by 365 days multiplied by 0.365 and divided by 1000 watts, so it will become kilowatts hours. So which is 429346, correct or not? So this is your compressor's expenses, energy cost. So I claim that if you could save 5% of it, then you will save 21,000. If save 10% of it, you could save 42,000. So your existing, I'm talking about the existing one is T8 tube. You're giving me the information is 110 piece, 110 piece existing T8, which is 48 plus 16 plus 46. So you plus up 110 piece. So we compare to our lighting. So your existing lighting is fluorescent light, right? 40 watts plus the 40 watt a piece lah. I estimate about 10% ballast loss. So 40 watt multiply with 110 piece, multiply with 24 hours, 365 days. Because you are the cold room, so your operation doesn't off one, right? Because you turn off, then your room no more cool. Right? So I estimate you operate 24 hours lah. So you multiply everything, which is 38,000 kilowatts. With this TNB rate 36 cents, your cost of energy is 14,000 for this 3 room lah. Anti room 1, anti room 2, and what you call a loading bay. So if using our lighting 180 watts, only using 10 piece, okay, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10 piece for this area only. So light to light compare, 10 piece, so multiply with 24 hour, 365 days. So what is this 50%? So our lighting built in with sensors. When you got people, then you will turn on, no people will switch off. So this is a sensors factor lah. So which means 50% turn on, 15% switch off. So we multiply everything, we got energy cost 2,800. So compared to 14,000, so your total saving is 11,000, and in percentage is 79%. Okay, next we're talking about the maintenance cost. So your maintenance cost will be 1,980. How to get this? I estimate your tube is 18 ringgit to replace, right, per tube. So by 9,000 hours you need to replace the tube. So maybe it blurs or it will dim down. So every 1 year you have to practice this once. So this is your maintenance cost. I doesn't count in the labor cost lah. So for our lighting, we have 50,000 hours lifetime, which means for 5 years you no need to change the bulb or change our lighting. And some more, after 5 years, after 50,000 hours, you got L70, which means after 50,000 hours you still got 70% output of the brightness. And one thing advantage for our lighting is we built in with sensors. This is sensors, so when nobody's around, it will switch off. When you switch off, the lifetime doesn't count, so it will prolong the lifetime maybe to 50,000 hours, 60,000, 70,000, we don't know, depends on your usage lah. So per unit 1,650 for 1 year's warranties, multiply with 10 piece, right? So the total investment cost is 16,500. So let's do the comparison. This is your existing expenses. This is the new expenses to install our Lumix. So the T8 tube, we talking about the maintenance. Okay, maintenance per year 1,000, around 2,000. So this is your energy cost, 14,000 from here. So total sum up is 16,000. So this is second year one. If you doesn't change, second year also 16,000. So 16,000 plus 16,000, the accumulation is 32,000, right? So we're talking about our investment. So if you buy our lighting, first initial investment 16,000. So this is energy cost. So this is what you like lah, you buying for, compared to 14,000, right? so you save a lot. So you just pay 2,800 for the energy cost, so total expenses is 19,000. So using now 19,000 minus 16,000, so the first year you still cannot get back the investment yet. You've got a negative offset for 3,000 over. So next year if you doesn't change, you still need to spend 16,000, 1,009 plus 14,000, so which is 16,000. So you're using 16,000 minus out the second year 2,000, right? Minus out this 3,003, so you got positive income of 9,008. So on your case, compare lighting to lighting only for this 3 room, empty room 1, 2 and loading bay, by 15 months you got the payback already. So this is very good investment, no? So right now we're doing the lighting comparison only. So I write down the summary lah. Empty room 1, 2 and loading bay total using 110 tube, right? Per tube 40 watts. So replaced by our lighting just require 10 unit and you will triple 2 times 3 times about the brightness. Increase the brightness from 131 lux, increase till 319 average, all right, lux. So the investment cost will get back by 15 months, right? So we compare just lighting itself only. So if you add on the heat emission calculation, the investment cost will get back around by 3 months only. So this is very good investment. So let we do the comparison for the heat emission one. So this one everything is same. This is lighting to lighting comparison, and the difference is over here. The T8 tube, your energy expenses is 14,000. So how come right now become 35,000? Because this is generated from your compressor saving. So the compressor saving, your compressor is let's be talking about 5% saving. You save 21,000. So just now we're talking about 14,000, right? So this 14,000 plus just now what? Just now is 5%, 21,000 plus 21,000 around 35,000. So that's why this figures is coming for 35,000. So I just very simple lah. I click here, I add the saving over here, then become 35,000 already, right? Same, right? 35,000. Okay. So if we put 10% saving, so become 42,000. So 42,000 add over here. So you see your payback period is 3.2 months only. 3.2 months is very good investment, right? So that's why I told you that plus the compressor saving, you have a lots of saving, almost 200% saving. So you must change, right? Because our sensors lighting that when nobody there's, it will switch off, then it will zero heat emission to save your compressor's energy. Okay, so I will stop over here. Anything you can call me to inquiry. Thank you.